A captain Umar Amin and New Zealand A captain Corey Anderson. The coin is with Pakistan. Heads is the call. And tails it is. So yet again you win the toss and bat first.
Yes, exactly. It's the same track, so we'd like to go with the board pressure again.
And you think, unlike what happened in the previous game, you'd like to make any changes to that?
Yes, definitely. We need to finish off well, as in the last game we didn't play off very well in the last few overs. So we're really looking forward to rectify that today.
Any target in mind that would be bigger than what you had last time on board?
Yes, definitely. We'd like to score more than 160 on this track. Looks a very flat track, so yes, we'd like to go with 160.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Corey, yet again you're going to be chasing.
Yes, we are. I think obviously this is the same wicket as we played on the other day, so it's going to be a lot slower. I probably would have looked to have a bat first as well, but we did a really good job last time bowling first, so hopefully we can do the same thing.
Try and restrict them to the minimum as much as possible?
Yeah, exactly. I think if we put targets on it, then that's great, but I think we've got to make sure we stick to what our own targets are, and if we bowl well, we'll make sure that we can defend that total.
Any changes on your side?
Yes, we've got Tom Blundell come in for Mark Chapman, and we also have Lockie Ferguson come in for Blair Tickner. So a couple of changes, so it'll be good luck to those guys. It's first game on tour, so that'll be enjoyable.
Wishing you all the best. Thanks, Corey. Thank you. So the news from the centre is Pakistan win the toss yet again and to bat. Test, test. Mic test 1. Test. Live hai? Live hai?
Welcome everybody for the game number 3, unofficial Pakistan A versus New Zealand, the third T20, happening live at ICC Cricket Academy. It's Pakistan A who have won the toss and elected to bat first. The playing 11 for Pakistan A is the captain Umar Amin, Sahibzada Farhan, Iftikhar Ahmed, Hussein Talat, Agha Salman, Asif Ali. They have a change in a wicketkeeper. Mohammad Hassan replacing Mohammad Rizwan. Amir Yamin replacing Shaheen Shafridi. And the rest remain same. Umaid Asif, Waqas Maqsood, Raza Hassan. And the 12th man is Ahmad Butt. As the side of a New Zealand. A. Corey Anderson, Tim Sifford, George Walker, Glenn Phillips, Tom Bruce, Scott, Kyle Jameson, Loki Ferguson, Todd Astle, Jas Patel. The first delivery played with the soft hands goes to the points region. There will be 1 run taken. With me in the comm box, it's my partner, Chavi. Welcome to the third T20.
Thank you, Abid. Welcome to all our viewers from across the world, from across UAE. We are in the third T20, the final one. Pakistan winning the first one, obviously. The second one won by New Zealand that we saw day before yesterday on Monday. And we are in the third one today. And the first ball has been bowled. Yet Umar Amin and we've got Shabzada Farhan kicking off the batting for Pakistan A. And from our media end, as we would like to call it, we've got New Zealand kicking off the bowling. Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat. Umar Amin mentioned earlier at the toss that it's a flat wicket, likely to behave the same way it did last time. And they would like to bat first, so we'll have to see what total they bring up to. New Zealand definitely would like to take away the series. That's what Corey Anderson mentioned in the toss earlier today. Definite slight difference in the weather as well. It's a bit warmer and very light breeze blowing across the ground. Good views here. A good day for cricket.
Yes, indeed. Well, lovely weather as well. It's a perfect day. Jas Patel is fielding on the long on. The man who changed the course of the game last match, which was played at the same venue. I think they'll come up with the same strategy. I don't think so New Zealand need to make any much changes into the side. It's all square so far. Pakistan have won the first game and then New Zealand made a tremendous comeback, beating Pakistan, though Pakistan took the game till the last over. But nevertheless, I would give full credit to the openers of Pakistan, I beg your pardon, of New Zealand. The way they batted, 107 runs partnership was great efforts. That goes towards the onside. That will be a boundary here. First boundary coming up.
First boundary for Pakistan. A couple of runs on the board very early in the innings. In the first over, Pakistan making a mark. They are looking here. They're determined to make this big. They want to ensure that they have a good challenging total. Umar Amin mentioning earlier that they are looking at something over 160. They think that would be something that they would be able to defend. Also, New Zealand will be looking to restrict them as much as possible. And there you go again. And that's a better delivery, a much better delivery from Scott. He's made a good comeback. If you look at the previous game, where he went away for so many extras in the first over. The last ball to be bowled in this over. And Pakistan, I think, would be happy with that effort to kick off. They will be looking for a good start. They're in the power play, just 2 men outside the circle. Would like to make good impact. A slip in place for Shahzada Farhan. Fuller land delivery that's gone up in the air, and yes, that's going to be a boundary to end the over. That's a good shot played just with a flick of the wrist. Boundary to end the over. 1 over gone. It's a 9 for 1.
Yeah, it's a flying start. It looks good. So it's Kyle Jameson is coming from the other end. He's been pretty decent in last game as well. A tall guy, spoken a lot about. Umar Amin on the receiving end and to the pad, but batsman still go for a 1. It's a leg by signaling umpire, I think. Yes, it is. It's a flying start, sort of a flying start, Chavi.
Flying start with the wind blowing over us, I think.
Yeah, if you compare Sahibzada Farhan from the last game, he's much better now. The last game he was looking a bit rusty and a bit lazy as well.
Kyle, he had a lot to speak about. Kyle Jameson last game, the tall youngster bowls at a good pace and gets a good bounce off the deck. Good delivery that from Kyle Jameson.
Yes, Sahibzada Farhan haven't tested Kyle Jameson so far.
Gets a bit of a movement through the air as well. He's got a good height. The ball comes down. The ball comes down well for him. And we went for the toss. We looked at the pitch as well. Abid is it's a flat pitch. It's hard at the areas. The ball comes on nicely to the bat as well. Well, Pakistan will have to hold on to their nerves. That's a good delivery yet again. We'll keep the batsmen thinking, just like what New Zealand have been doing. Corey Anderson also mentioned that they want to stick to the plans that they have. And bit of an expensive over the first one. And Kyle Jameson, so far just the 1 run from the over.
Yes, it's sort of a safe start from the last game that Pakistan had. The openers are not being clicked so far in this series the way it should be, because Sahibzada Farhan looks very promising. That was little higher than the fielder. They wanted 2, Sahibzada Farhan, but captain says no. Well, Kyle Jameson is somehow making Pakistani batsmen uncomfortable with the bat.
Well, he's got a talent. So we've always seen tall bowlers getting that bounce off the deck. They try and keep it. They hit the deck hard. They use bar of the shoulder. He's got a smooth run up, Kyle Jameson. Yet again, that's a good delivery.
Yes,
good delivery to the skipper, Umar Amin. Only the 2 runs from it so far. 1 more delivery to go in this over. 11 Pakistan A runs on the board. They had a good A couple of good shots coming in, 2 boundaries coming in the previous over. And well, it's a tie at the moment. Both the teams are looking for a win. They want to take the T20 series in their pocket. Good delivery yet again to end the over. Just the 2 from it. 2 overs gone. It's 12 for none.
Oh, that's a lovely delivery. The batsman taking no intention to play that delivery. I think you need to keep that line and length more often, because we saw last game Saibzada Farhan was trying to play that shot and missed it completely, and the rest let the keeper do the work.
I think very rightly said, Habib. You have to win matches like this with high pressure matches. You want to keep them, you want to keep them on the loop. You want to make sure that, let's yet again see that's a good delivery. Very interesting field positioning by Corey Anderson. He's got 2 men outside the circle. He's got a deep third man for both the batsmen, and he's got a deep mid-wicket in case of the short ball. I think that's a very, very smart move from the skipper.
Yeah, I think that's there on purpose. I think we're gonna have a lot of short deliveries coming in. It's breezing.
Good work from the keeper. That is brilliant work from the keeper. Getting a lot of movement there, Scott. Through the air, there was wind that blew past. A slight movement away, and a great job from the keeper. Good glove work behind the stumps. Would save a couple of runs for his side, definitely. So the lefty-righty combination working in for Pakistan A. The current run rate in the third over is at 6.5. Good delivery that. Good delivery from Scott. Pushed the ball through. Pulled the pace back slightly a little bit for Umar Amin, the skipper of Pakistan A. A promising left-handed batsman. Comes, with a lot of confidence leading his side from the front.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of international experience as well under his belt. He's played test matches, one days, T20s, everything for Pakistan. Played in ICC events as well. So there is a healthy experience. This ball going a little away from him, played with soft hands, and what a brilliant fielding there. That's what you need to stop these ones and twos, and put on the extra pressure and let Pakistani batsmen make or commit a mistake there. With the wind, I think it's difficult to bat from this end, the media end.
Well, sometimes the weather conditions are such you can't predict them. After some time, there will be no wind. Yorker length delivery and a good piece of fielding at point. Sharp fielding, and that's Tom Blundell at point. 2 deliveries back to back to him. And a good length coming in from Scott. He's really come back, made a good comeback after the previous game. Went away for a couple of runs in his first over in the second T20. We are live from the ICC Academy in Dubai. And this is the third and final T20 being played between Pakistan A and New Zealand A. That's put away. That's put away with great fashion. It's going to be a bounce over the fence. And that'll be a boundary. A great shot from the skipper.
Lovely looking shot. Noise from the bat was different this time. I don't think so. It came from the middle of the bat. But nevertheless, it did the trick and went all the way for 1 bounce, 4 runs. Slight floor delivery, and the captain was looking for it. I think that's what he's targeting. You target the loose deliveries, you'll have it. But then the same mistake they made in the last game. The New Zealand A haven't given them any loose deliveries in the especially last 3 overs of the last game. So they need to be making extra efforts, finding the gaps. This one yet again with a straight bat, hitting the side skip, 4 runs. Lovely shot, that is.
Well, that's a great boundary to end the over. So it'll be 3 overs gone and it's 22 for no loss. Carl Jameson to continue from the far end. And he seems to be, well, New Zealand. If they like to make an impact here, they're going to need to pick up a quick wicket. And, well, there's a change in bowling. The leg spinner is on. Very interesting change here from Corey Anderson. He does realize that he needs to bring down the run rate, which is at 7.3 at the moment. And it's Todd Astle. Going to be bowling in from the far end, the leg spinner. Interesting move here from the skipper. It's only the 4th over in the innings, and he's brought in a spinner right away. And there we go. And that's a first blow. That's a brilliant delivery, hitting him on the pad, Shahzada Farhad.
Well, he's lucky. He's lucky it didn't go the way it was. It was, I think, a height.
Yet again, that's a good delivery. And I think this is a good move from the skipper, bringing in the spinner very early on. He does realize he needs to control the run rate.
Well, I think that's the reason coming toward Astle early in the inning is because of those 2 good shots that played by the captain. I think Pakistani batsmen were looking comfortable against the seamers. So that's cut away, but well done. Corey Anderson himself came and wheeled it well in the covers. So this gamble is being so far so good for New Zealand. They need to be careful because this one played towards the online.
That's going to be a maximum, the first maximum of the innings. Put away with ease. Shahzada Farhad got
bowling in power plays. It's a gamble, I would say, bringing the spinner, a leg spinner at this point of the game.
Short of length, that delivery. And wouldn't mind that at all, New Zealand. It's a better delivery that. The fuller length you give to these batsmen when you know you're in the field restriction, the more fuller the delivery, the better chances for you to go for maximum. Yet again, a similar one. That's a better delivery. Good delivery to end the over. A decent over from Todd Astle. 4 overs gone. It's 28 for none.
What I can see here that Corey Anderson is a very attacking captain here. He's showing what he got, bringing the spinner in the 4th or 5th over of the game in the power play. So that shows he's really keen to take the chances. There was a shout of a leg before, but it didn't go the way it was planned. But then not too bad over. One big hit. The rest, everything was under control. The flat pitches doesn't help bowlers much here, so you need to be relying a lot with the angles. You need to play there. You need to trouble the batsman with the angles and try to get something from your own. The pitches does not provide a lot of help there. That's good delivery.
So a change in bowling from the media in Lockie Ferguson. He's been included in the side today in place of Mark Chapman. So he's been brought into the attack. So early changes here we can see from Corey Anderson in the bowling. And well, Pakistan A maintaining a good run rate of 6.7, about very close to 7 runs and over. And the partnership worth 28 runs so far between these two. That's put away, shot ball put away with ease, and that is going to go all the way, and that's going to be another maximum.
Wow, the Pakistani 8, Sahibzada Farhan. These captain, both these players have been doing fine job for the team. They reached to 34 runs in just 4.2.
I think this is what their target is. They wanted to stay low on that occasion, that delivery. Coming back to the thought, they are looking to capitalize as much as they can in the power play. We're in the 5th over, so that means we've got one more over to go in the power play. And that's how they are looking to put that across. Lockie Ferguson. If we are... it's an experienced bowler yet again. That's put away yet again. That's a good delivery. Getting a bit of the dust off the turf for Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, I think that's the reason the ball is getting a little low, not bouncing the much as it is expected. So both the batsmen are batting on 15 each. So they're going smooth. They need to score big. The opening starts depends a lot on the... Oh, lovely delivery. What a delivery that is.
A good Yorker on the pads of the skipper. Comes with a decent amount of experience behind him. Has got about 142 first-class wickets, 31 T20 wickets. Represented New Zealand on a lot of occasions. We've seen him bowl some fantastic spells in the past. There you go, yet another slightly slower delivery, moving outside the off-stump away from the batsman. Good over. 5 overs gone, it's 34 for none. Well, the tall pacer comes back. Kyle Jameson. He's been brought back into the attack from that end. So Todd Astle was just a bit of a trial in between. And they will be... so the last over of the power play. This is going to be an interesting one to see how many runs they can get out of this over. Previous one, a good over from Lockie Ferguson. Shot ball, put away. And that's going to be a bit of a chase for the fielders. And a couple of runs for the batsman. Good running between the wickets. Quick legs. I think it's a commendable job what Pakistani has been doing. They've been very quick between the wickets. Undoubtedly. Shot ball put away well. Didn't go the distance though. We'll be looking to do a little more of that in the remaining 5 deliveries to come in this last over of the power play. Good delivery. Good delivery that from Scott. Kyle Jameson, I beg your pardon.
The last game, James was bowling from the media end, and today he's been brought from the other end. I don't know. There must be a reason.
Well, you see, sometimes we've got, you try bowlers from different ends. You give them that opportunity. That's put away, but will be one bounce to the fielder, and no run there. Go straight to the fielder at mid-on. It all depends also on the surface that the bowler wants to use, the direction the wind is blowing. You want to give them the opportunity to try out. And he's a young man, Kyle, only 23 years of age. And if you ask me, I think that's a better end for him. He's been able to get he's been able to control his pace, his bounce. Even for that matter, that there have been some areas, some patches there on this end where the ball remains low. Doesn't come up very instantly. There you go. That's gone up in the air as well. Is that going to be yet another maximum? And yes, it is going to be another maximum. The sixes have come in plenty for Pakistani. And that's gone a long way. Good looking shot from Shahzada Farhan.
Tremendous hit. That was beautifully played. That's what Shahzada Farhan is doing. He's looking for those deliveries and going after it. I think it's a mistake to bowl a fuller length delivery to this man by the seamers especially. Well, talking about Kyle Jameson, who is doing good job yesterday. He did well, and so far, apart from this big hit, he's been bowling well. Yet again, he's come in. Yeah, that's a better delivery. Little fuller delivery, but then it didn't give enough room for the batsman to go, allow him to free his arms.
Yeah, we've got a final delivery to be bowled in this over, and we've been discussing right from the start of this over that this is the last over of the power play. They would be definitely looking to capitalize on what opportunities they have, Pakistani. They do realize that after the power play, there'll be more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. That's a much better delivery. Much better delivery to end the over. Power play over. 6 overs gone. 42 for none.
Yeah, I think that's what they planned here. The Pakistani team that just don't lose any wicket and play 40, 45 runs. So in first 6 overs will be fair enough. So that the rest they can do it in the rest of the 14 overs. But well, it's
Ajaz Patel, he's going to have a very important role to play in this game today. His 4 overs are going to be key and are going to be essential. He's the key bowler for New Zealand, picked up 3 wickets in the last game. Very crucial wickets. I think those were some things. His wickets and his 4 overs, his spell, turned the tables around a little bit in terms of restricting the total for Pakistan. A good partnership for Pakistan going on.
Yeah, indeed. He played a vital role there, a big role to restrict the Pakistan low total. They were looking good. Apart from those 3 wickets, he had a couple of drop catches as well. A few chances going here and there, but he's a very promising star. He's new. He's been recently included in the squad of the international circuit of test matches, which will be playing against Pakistan. Push from a back foot a bit there. No
Good
run.
piece of fielding. The skipper, Corey Anderson, at extra cover. And Ajaz Patel, he had a couple of drop catches, as we mentioned in the previous game. Well, that's nicely played. Wouldn't mind the singles coming in. New Zealand wouldn't mind them at all, as long as they control their bigger shots. But they will be looking to break this partnership. Partnership worth 44 runs between the skipper, Umar Amin, and Shahzada Farhan. Shahzada Farhan is on 24, Umar Amin on 15. Oh, that was a good delivery. Good delivery from Ajaz. And a bit of a confusion. We'll have to hurry. Was looking for the second Umar Amin. He wanted that. Well, there was a 2 there.
Definitely there was 2.
Turned his back around, Shahzada Farhan. Had no awareness whatsoever.
Yeah, even when the captain was halfway through, he could have come. It was easily because the captain almost touching the crease and coming back all the way from there. Lucky the fielder did not realize that there was a mix-up between the batsmen. Soft hands and ball comes to the long on. That looks easy. If you keep on rotating the strike, just don't hurry.
I think what these 2 batsmen would be looking to do is, extend the partnership, look to play the entire quota of 20 overs, get a decent total on board, and then they would want to attack. Good delivery, moving away from the left-hander. The dot delivery to end the over. 7 overs gone. 40. From the far end.
Well, spinners from both the ends, Chavi.
Well, let's hope that this would be consistent for a couple of overs. Run rate on around close to 7 runs and over. And they will want to control that and restrict it. However, New Zealand would be looking desperately for a breakthrough. They need a wicket here at this stage, because if these 2 get going, they will be going a long way, all the way to the end.
Yeah, because both these batsmen are dangerous batsmen. Captain knows how to stabilize and play smoothly till the end, and Sahibzada Farhan, who's got all the shots, can be costly later.
to keep the fielding a bit tight. Singles wouldn't hurt them, but a couple of boundaries, a few sixes here and there. Fuller end delivery then. Slightly tossed up, flighted up in the air by Todd Astle. And I'm sure Pakistan A wouldn't mind the way things are going. Run rate steady at 6.4, 6.5 and over. This will probably take them to close to.
Good efforts there. Good efforts there by the fielder. Couldn't hold off it. A batsman's cross there.
Have to hold on to their nerves. They will have to keep it good looking shot that played straight down the ground. That's going to be a boundary for the skipper. That's a good looking shot. He just stepped out going forward. Bit of a flick of a wrist, and that went running away to the boundary. And that brings up the 50 partnership for the.
Yeah, 53 runs for Pakistan. Last ball to go from this over. Soft hands on the onside and the over. 654 runs for none after the 8 overs.
And as expected, we're going to be continuing with Ajaz Patel from the media end. And that's going to be the second over for the experienced left arm spinner. Played well. And this is good cricket from these two. Really good cricket from both Shahzada Farhan and Umar Amin. They are waiting it out. They're looking at their chances, taking their chances as well, not letting them go. We've seen some big hits that have come from their willows. The singles need to keep coming for Pakistan, and New Zealand on the other hand need to look for a breakthrough. This looks like a very promising partnership. We're almost halfway through the innings, and if New Zealand want to restrict them, they're going to have to Corey Anderson is going to have to pull out something from the bag to get a breakthrough between these. Strong partnership this. Shot of length played away. Bit of a chase for the fielder. The long on area. Will settle for the single, wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, there was even in the last game there was a time when the score was looking healthy and they were going good, but then Ajaz Patel turned the tables for them. I hope that doesn't happen here for Pakistan.
Well, we know that in games like these, in shorter formats, things are much quicker. We usually are looking at down the track. It wouldn't get a lot of wood on that. No sound of the willow, however. Gave him a single.
Yeah, they'll be happy with the single. I think they need to be very careful playing Ajaz Patel because he's the key bowler for New Zealand A.
Definitely he is. But they wouldn't mind that. The single, the end the over. The skipper will keep strike. 9 overs gone. 59 for none. Lockie Ferguson, change in bowling from the other end. Slightly pulling the pace back, a slower delivery. Short of length. Will probably a change in bowling here would help New Zealand. That's got a bit of a top edge. That's gone up in the air and just falling short of Jas Patel. Will allow the batsman to get two. So a couple of runs. In 10 overs, and they will be looking to accelerate now. These are the middle overs that are going to be a bit of a challenge. Shot of land, that's pulled away, and that's going to be a couple of bounces and to the fielder. So quick legs yet again, so a couple of runs. These are the runs that New Zealand will have to look to stop and to restrict. They wouldn't want to give away too much. That's how much they will have to chase, and we have seen Pakistan have a decent bowling attack, and they have a good tendency to pull out the wickets very early on in the innings. Fuller length delivery, yet again falling short of the fielder. Unlucky there. Slow one again from Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, lucky did not carry all the way. Corey Anderson is yet to come to the bowl. Haven't bowled so far. I think he should come in himself and bowl the way he bowled in the last game, his first over.
Well, he's got to try out his options, Corey Anderson. Definitely New Zealand desperately looking for a breakthrough, yeah. However, that's bowling. That's the breakthrough they were looking for. It's a brilliantly bowled, the quicker one coming through the bat there, and the skipper Umar Amin is going to have to walk back for 30. .4 overs.
Yeah, the big wicket goes. The captain walking back to the pavilion after scoring 30 runs. Well, not bad start at all for Pakistan, eh? They're almost halfway through and losing one wicket only with 63 runs on the board. Well, they have 10 more overs to capitalize and take a maximum of it.
Iftikhar Ahmed walks in to join Shahzada Farhan out there in the middle. 63 for 1. New Zealand get their man. They were looking for a wicket, desperately looking for a wicket there. And there was a very good, quicker delivery, quickly skidding off the deck for Lockie Ferguson. I think he's used his variations very well, Abid. If you look at them, he's bowled those slow ones. He bowled like a leg cutter in between. The off cutter even. Experienced man he is.
Yes, I think that's what does the trick in this flat tracks. You need to skid the bowl. You need to use the cutter as well. So that's what does the trick here. It won't come the way you want it perfect outswing delivery, coming, hitting the deck, going away from the batsman. That won't happen here. You need to create those angles, provide the cutters, trouble the batsman. Quicker delivery, played with soft hand, straight away off the mark. Iftikhar Ahmed.
Well, the short delivery to end the over and the single. He will keep strike, Iftikhar Ahmed. We are halfway through. 10 overs gone. 64 for 1.
So we are halfway through. 10 overs, 64 runs, 1 wicket, and Ijaz Patel continues his third over.
He's going to probably go for all 4 as what it looks like here. Ijaz Patel. Flighted delivery. Played with ease for a single.
A little earlier on the down the ground, he came and played with it, and I think Ijaz Patel realized that he's coming down the track and bowled a little shorter one. So didn't come middle of the bat, though he tried to play the straight. I don't know, when there are 2 fielders on, long off, still yet they are trying to hit down the track in that area of the boundary.
I think what they're trying to do is also clear the fielders there. Probably if they get the bounce to go over the top, they do realize that now with the wicket fallen, the run rate would go down slightly as well. Yet again, that's gone on the top, and that will be, yes, that's going to be the second wicket. And Ijaz Patel strikes, and it is in the form of Iftikhar Ahmed. Go down slightly as well. Yet again, that's gone on the top, and that will be, yes, that's going to be the second wicket. And a second blow for Pakistan. And New Zealand are delighted. It's 66 for 2 after 10.2 overs.
That's what I was saying, Chavi. There are 2 fielders set outside the boundary, and they still try to play the same shot coming down the track and playing to the fielders. That won't happen, even though there is a flat track, but you have to play your shots properly. And especially, I don't know why they are targeting Ijaz Patel, who's bowling superbly. Even the last game, they made a similar mistake after a little first wicket. Apart from that first wicket, they built a good partnership with the captain. They went a long way. Just the same new batsman coming in, Hussain Talat, who played tremendously well, 50 runs in the last game, and a good form and good comeback made for Pakistan in the last game with the ball as well. So batsmen trying to play their natural games, but yes, you need to be a little patient. He's just come to the crease and went down the track and pull out to Ijaz Patel.
Well, I think even Pakistan, they do realize that they're going to need a couple of runs to come in. They're only at 62. The run rate has dropped. It was close to 7.5 and over, and we've come down to 6.3 and over. So that'll be something that they would be thinking about. However, Hussain Talat, he's a 22-year-old, young, promising cricketer for Pakistan. Has a couple of runs on his kitty. He's got about 1,200 runs in his first-class career. He's a good all-rounder. We saw how he changed the game a little bit in the Pakistan's favour. Yet again, that's going to run away to the boundary. The boundary right away for Hussain Talat. And he gets off the mark. Opens his account. Just a light soft touch, giving the ball a bit of a guide there. Angling it towards the fine leg region.
Yeah, and he's and a good touch from the last game. I hope it continues from very left. Made a good partnership with his skipper in the last game and made a 50 runs for himself as well.
He had a decent knock in the previous game. We'll look to continue. Good cricket that is from Hussain Talat. Busy batsman he is. Keeps himself busy with the singles. He likes to take his chances. Very rarely that we'll see that he'll waste a lot of time. That one that's put up, it's played up in the air, and that's going to be a boundary as well for Hussain Talat. He has come in an attacking mood right away, and that will be the boundary to end the over as well. So 11 overs gone, it's 75 for 2. Todd Astle to continue. Yet again, that's a good shot there that is played. Bit of a chase for the fielders. Well pushed in. And the batsmen get a comfortable 3. That's good running. Very good running from both Hussain Talat and Shahzada Farhan. Looked more confident today, Shahzada Farhan. He knows that his team needs the runs off his willow. He's going to have to take it all the way through. That's put up, that's gone up in the air. And, well, that's a wicket as well. A brilliant catch taken at the long on region. A very good catch. And that will be the end of Shahzada Farhan, just when we were saying that he was looking in good touch.
With the straight bat, that's what Pakistan need to have some patience.
Well, I think it's about, it's about the temperament as well. They want to hold on to their nerves. They should look to play full 20 overs. I think they're going after it. Well, I think it's considerable. Looking at the total on board, they were probably anticipating for the total to be a lot more than what it is at the moment. And probably that's why the opportunity to take a risk.
Yeah, indeed. But you still got 9 or more overs to go in the game. You need to let these good bowlers who are bowling well, let these overs go. You need to rotate the strike in between. You can't go after every delivery.
Truly said. The new batsman in, Agha Salman, joins Hussain Talat. And in my opinion, they should look to play the rest of the 8 overs and ensure that the team have a decent total up on board. Todd Astle to continue. Good delivery, pulling the pace back from the ball slightly. And then now Pakistan A are going to look in a little bit of pressure. New Zealand, however, they would have gained some confidence after the long run partnership with the opening pair. Short delivery, slightly going down the track and gets off the mark. Brings the new batsman Agha Salman, 24 years of age, I beg your pardon. Yet another young man plays for Lahore Qalandars. And we were talking about him yesterday. He's a good find for Pakistan. Has got over 2,400 first class runs in his kitty. And that's a good delivery. Bit of a bounce up for Todd Aston.
Yeah, a good bamboozle to the batsman. Had no clue. Some extra bounce there. Well, Agha Salman, who represented Lahore Qalandar, has been a very good find. A good all-rounder. He plays. He's yet to make his international debut, but a very promising star.
Definitely a very promising start. Good over for New Zealand. The dot delivery to end the over. 12 overs gone. 8 to go. 81 for 3. Ajaz Patel into his 4th over. Will be looking for, would want to get a breakthrough. Relatively, I think wonderful bowling from Ajaz Patel. Turned the tables around a little bit, has restricted the run rate. He's the one who has helped New Zealand bring Pakistan A's run rate down. Better delivery that from Ajaz Patel.
Yeah, I think here, Chavi, they need to build a partnership. They already lost 3 wickets in quick sessions. They need to build a partnership here, at least play 4 overs from here with study, rotate the strike, take 1s, 2s, and then keep the flow going, you know. Then in the end, once you're 120 or 115 even, I won't mind, in 16 overs, last 4 overs will do the job.
And perhaps what they need to do is they need to make sure that they don't lose any more wickets. Agha Salman and Hussain Talat, a lot depends on these two. They would want to, well, there is batting to come still for Pakistan, all the way till Asif Ali to come next. But however, they would want to ensure they don't lose any more wickets, get some runs on the board, accelerate and go for their big hits towards the end in the last 4 overs.
That's what it's always difficult to use someone like Asif Ali. Earlier Pakistan used to have Shahid Afridi. These sort of a batsmen are difficult to use. You don't know exactly when to use them. They know that to go for the big hits and taking the aerial routes. So that's what caused the captain a lot of pressure. But you must have a player in similar fashion.
Truly so. Flighted and goes straight to the skipper, Corey Anderson. There'll be a dot delivery to end the over. 13 gone, 85 for 3.
So that would be the last over. Oh, coming down the track, played with straight bat, gone the maximum. Beautiful shot that is. Yes, the full.
Well, that'll give a bit of a relief in the Pakistani camp. Couple of runs have come on the board. 91 the score now. However, the run rate has fallen to around 6 runs and over. They were at a point of time close to 8 runs and over. And that's when they looked very promising. Glanced away and he'll have to hurry. A direct hit would have put Hussain Talat in a little bit of trouble.
Today's game, like Pakistan, the way they got the start now, it looks comfortable. I mean, a bit of pressure for Corey Anderson can be shown that using 2 spinners from both the ends.
I think it's not a bad idea to use both spinners from the end. They have been able to contain the runs slightly. Definitely, if we look at the overs at the moment, 14 overs, Pakistan would have been looking to be somewhere around 120, 130 to get the remaining 30, 40 odd runs in the remaining overs. That's pulled up. He has stepped out down the track. That's gone up in the air, and that is going to be the 4th wicket to fall. That is going to be the 4th wicket to fall, and it is.
A mistake there. No taking his time. Well, all these wickets have come through that channel and through that area. I mean, all the batsmen making same mistake, coming down the track, playing with the straight bat and straight to the fielder's hand. They need to come up with new. You can try playing a cut shots if you are not, the bowler is not giving you that delivery. You need to play a different style of a game. To say every batsman making same commitment, same shot, maybe a hit, a 6 and then a wicket. That's not gonna help Pakistani.
Asif Ali, the new man in for Pakistan. What New Zealand have done well here is when the going was good for Pakistan in the beginning. We saw it all the way till the 10th over before they picked up the wicket for Umar Amin, the skipper. They've been keep it consistent. Bowling changes have been dealt with very well by Corey Anderson today, bringing in the spinners at the right time, restricting them. Full length delivery that played with ease, and the batsman will settle just for the single. 2 was the call. Suddenly, you see a change here in out there in the field. New Zealand looking extremely sharp there.
Yeah, certainly the spinners are doing a good job. They are really not giving anything for the batsmen.
Much better delivery, pulling the pace back off the ball, and the dot delivery to end the over. 14 overs gone, 94 for 4.
Corey Anderson finally coming himself to bowl. Yeah, he's been late introduced himself in the game. I think the spinners was doing fine job, though they were getting hit for a boundary at a time, but then provided good 4 wickets in no time, putting Pakistan a little on a back foot. I think the flying start gets equal here when you lose wickets.
Truly so. Abid. Good delivery from Corey Anderson. Ajaz Patel completing his spell of 4 overs. And I think he was brilliant. He had played, as we said, he's the key bowler. Played a very important role in keeping the restricting the runs of Pakistan A batsmen. If you look at his figures, 4 overs, 24 and a wicket. I think he's bowled with a good economy of 6, Ajaz Patel.
Yeah, he's been a very crucial part of the team for New Zealand A side. He's in the last game, even his 3 wickets have give them the game. Oh, that's a lovely uppercut. Oh, that does the distance. Maximum 6 runs. What a shot that is.
It's a good looking shot that from Asif Ali. I think he was looking for that. He got the bounce of a short delivery, came up to the bat, and all he had to do was use the pace of the ball, which he did really, really well. So a couple of runs coming on the board for Pakistan after losing quick 4 wickets. Settle for a single. Once the second one, Asif Ali is in a bit of a hurry. You need to slow down a little. In the 15th over, we know 5 overs to go, but you don't want to lose your wicket.
Yeah, that's what Asif Ali need to do in his game as well. He need to change a bit. It will take a little time. He doesn't take time much and goes for big hits. He loves to play the ball in the air. So that's what his specialty is in the game. I think he's been chosen to do that. Go and take the aerial routes. That's a great delivery by Corey Anderson. Ball was coming in.
Slower delivery from Corey Anderson. Pulled the pace back of the ball. Bit of a reverse swing we saw there. Using his wrist well. Corey Anderson. Definitely an experienced campaigner. Played a lot of cricket. Promising all-rounder leading this New Zealand A side. And I think he's going to have a long time here in the UAE. A long holiday for him. Shot ball yet again. Cut away. But we'll find the fielder in the deep. So just the one.
Well, the good part about the Corey Anderson is that because of his experience, he knows where he's bowling and where his fielders are set according to he bowls according to his plan and doesn't allow batsmen to go and find the gaps so easily.
And that's where experience comes in play. You make the batsmen play according to where how you want them. Full length delivery. And that will be the dot delivery to end the overs as well. So 15 overs gone. It's 103 for 4. So the tall Kyle Jamieson has been brought into the attack from the far end, and it's going to be Hussain Talat who's going to be on strike. The partnership worth just 10 runs. An unfortunate 4 wickets have fallen very quickly for Pakistan A. And what they will need to do in these final 5 overs is to recover from there. They've got 30 deliveries. They should be looking to double up and get at least another 60 runs on board, because that's what the target, that's what the skipper said they were looking at. However, slower delivery. The ball kind of sticking to the turf there.
Yeah, smart work there by the batsman. He saw the ball taking a bit pose there, and then he played with soft hands. He was even looking for the aerial route. So this is what happens here. Pakistan gets a flying start, goes good in the middle. It goes here and there, but the last game they were short of 20 runs, or maybe 15 runs. They came till the last over, courtesy good bowling by Hussain Talat. That's up in the air, but little shorter from the fielder there. That's good. I think good bowling there by Kyle Jameson.
Definitely good control as well. The third man comes up to 30 yard. Ajaz Patel. They have a deep, they've got a backward point. A bit of an angle there for Asif Ali. New Zealand wouldn't mind this at all in the 16th over now. And, well, I think according to New Zealand, the score is right on par for them. But it also all depends on how Pakistan come back in the second innings. They have to attack right from the first over. The run rate has come down as well. 6.5 runs and over. Shot ball, pulled away, and that's played up well. That will go all the way, and that's a maximum.
What could be said? Brilliantly hit. Timed it so well. Came right on the meat of the bat, and it just went through on the square leg side. Good hit, that is.
Slightly down the track. Pulled it away with ease. Found the gap as well. And rocketing went the leather.
Well, everything just came all together. The wind, the breeze, the shot, the ball.
Yet another short ball from Kyle Jameson, but smartly bowled by the young man. A slower delivery. The previous one was a much quicker delivery. Used the pace of the ball, Hussain Talat. Nelson on the board now. 1-1 for 4. We have one more delivery to go in this 16th over, and suddenly the run rate has gone up to 7. A couple of runs have come by in this over. Kyle Jameson making a bit of a change there in the field. The square leg goes deep for Hussain Talat. Short ball pulled away yet again, but we'll just settle for the single. We'll find the fielder in the deep. So 1 to end the over. 16 overs gone. It's 112 for 4.
Both these batsmen have a good temperament of, playing all this. I think all these 20 overs they can play from here. There are just only, I think, 4 overs to go from here. Only 24 deliveries.
Corey Anderson to continue. Getting a bit of a movement there with the wind, Corey Anderson. Moving slightly away from the left-hander. He's got Corey Anderson has got a deep backward square leg, a deep mid-wicket for the left-hander, even a long on, and a deep cover point, and a fine leg. Well, quick run that is. He'll have to hurry. Well, needed to get off strike. Hussain Talat finding it a little difficult to get the leather on the middle of the willow.
Smart fielding there. You saw the other batsman was struggling. Hussain Talat was struggling to reach there. He threw it on the right hand, but then lucky there was nobody to whack the balls down. But then so much hard work for one run, playing a scoop shot there. They should have scored 160, I think, more or maybe more.
Well, that's what they would be looking for, considering the way this over has been going so far. 2 deliveries have been bowled. They've got a single. They will be required to... they will have to take their chances now, Pakistan A. That's put up in the air. Will that go all the way? Yes, it will, and that's a maximum. That is another maximum from Asif Ali. That is put away well. Straight shot puts it through right away.
No, here and that. Don't think about it might get here or that. You need to play with your full force there. That's what he does. He's good at it. Asif Ali, who's well known for big hits.
Goes in a similar fashion, and that's going to go all the way as well. And that's another maximum. Gets it right in the middle of the bat. That's back-to-back sixes for Asif Ali. And he is looking to go all the way.
He targeted Corey Anderson himself. He's going after the captain of New Zealand A. Here he must be thinking a lot there, how to contain this over from here.
This is why Abid, cricket is a funny game. You hit 2 sixes back to back, but if you can't consistently hold on to your wicket after that, and that might be something which is difficult. Short ball, that's put away as well. And that's going to come all the way. Will that be a catch? Yes, that is. And that will be the end of Asif Ali. And we were just talking about consistency and holding your ground at your wicket.
Still more overs to go. You could have stayed down there, rotate the strike. I think Asif Ali need to think about his batting style. He need to think about how to go after. If you hit 2 big hits, then you need to give a strike to your partner. You have Hussain Talat on the other hand, who is also a fine batsman. So really something to be. Think tanks need to do something with Asif Ali.
Well, I think he was looking good, in good shape. He got 2 shots away. He got the 12 runs of the over. Probably would have required to look for a single or a 2. But I think that's very well bowled by Corey Anderson. Shows his experience out there on the field. And this is why we call them experienced cricketers. They can turn the tables around. Corey Anderson will be bowling the final delivery of the 16th over. With 3 overs to go, Pakistan are still at 125. 5 wickets down. And this is what happened. This is what the skipper Umar Amin was talking about earlier at the toss. That they do have trouble holding their ground when it comes to the death overs. And getting those big shots in. Yet again, that is also was up in the air. 1 bounce to the fielder at deep third man. And a single to end the over. Good over this for New Zealand. 17 gone. 126 for 5.
Yeah, I think Pakistan is looking towards the big total. The early start they got, the partnership of the openers, they are maximum using it. They're taking maximum of it. So now they know that they got the wickets in the hand. They can go after every delivery. But let me tell you, you need to have a solid batsman as well to hit the boundaries in the end as well. So there is Hussein Talat from one end who can hit the boundaries on his will. But I think Asif Ali had to play a little more there. He was really a big batsman for Pakistan who could have played the last over so well.
So to join Hussein Talat, we got Mohammad Hassan, the wicket keeper for this game. He's been brought into the side for this third T20. And for some of our viewers who might have just joined us, we'll give you a quick update and a quick run through the innings. Lockie Ferguson to continue, however. Pakistan winning the toss. And, well, that was a chance there and a chase, but that's going to be a boundary. That was a chance. Coming a little too close the field. Talking about a quick update, Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat again, are at 130 for 5 in 17.1 overs. Are they going to get another 30 runs in the remaining 2 overs? Well, that's something that we'll have to see. Shot ball put away, and a bit of a misfield by Ajaz Patel at short fine leg, and a quick single between the batsmen.
Yeah, a little fumble there gives you a run. I think if it was all good, it would have been a wicket. The direct hit would have definitely caused the trouble to the batsman.
Yes, that would have costed them. However, these are the singles, these are the cheeky singles and the runs that they will have to risk it up for. Pakistan A. Lockie Ferguson. Fuller length delivery, and that's a quicker one that's played. And that goes straight up, and that's another boundary. Struck well by Hussein Talat, straight through the gap. And, well, the fielders were mere just audiences there. 135 now. The total for Pakistan.
Lovely shot there by Amir Yamin. He's a fine all-rounder. Oh, quick delivery. Lovely ball there.
Short delivery for Lockie Ferguson. Took the batsman a little by surprise. Amir Yamin. 2 more deliveries to go in the 18th over. And, well, New Zealand, the entire team should be complimented. They were backing each other up. The bowlers, fielders, I think they've made a good comeback and restricted Pakistan to a decent total. Fuller and delivery, and that's going to be a cracker shot yet again. That is boundary, back-to-back boundaries for Pakistan.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of a full toss, ball moving away, giving himself room there. And he put it away with ease. And so runs are coming in plenty in this over for Pakistani.
It was punched hard. He was really up for it. He was looking for that delivery. A good commitment shown by the fielder. Tried to hold it, but couldn't because it went so quick. And Amir Yamin is batting in that place. It's a good gamble there. He's come there to play big shots.
That'll be the end of the over as well. 18 overs gone. It's 139 for 5.
The reason he's come here just to hit those big hits and get some boundaries quickly there. It shows Amir Yamin is almost going after every delivery that comes his way. 139 runs, still 2 more overs to go. I think if they can get 25 runs from here, would be an ideal.
With 2 overs to go, And it's going to be Scott Cooligan to continue. He's been brought back into the attack, so Corey Anderson takes a bit of a breather. He probably will come back from the other end, is my guess. Put away, that's edged, that will be in the air, but a couple of bounces and a bit of a chase there for the fielder. Done well in the deep. And, well, an unfortunate will just settle for a single. Yes. And Hussain Talat does realize its responsibility on his shoulders. That's edged, that will be in the air, but a couple of bounces and a bit of a chase there for the fielder. Done well in there, saves his wicket for the remaining number of balls to be bowled in this innings. 141 for 5. Fuller land delivery, and the ball going straight into the hands of the keeper. This is a good delivery from Scott.
I think that's the length in line they should be bowling in at death overs. Difficult pick for the batsman to play a shot from there. Hussain Talat is yet to make his impact in this game today. Yesterday's inning was brilliantly played by him.
This is important, you know, you build a partnership, you construct your innings. It's one step at a time, one ball at a time, and one run at a time. Slightly short of length. Got a bit of an edge there, and a bit of an effort there in the deep. However, there's no stopping that. That's going to be a boundary for Hussain Talat. Nicely played through the third man backward point region. So the boundaries have come. A couple of runs have come in this over. Bit expensive from Scott's end. He's giving room, and he should know the more room he gives Hussain Talat, the ball is going to cross the ropes.
Yeah, he plays so well that undercut shot under cover, and we have seen a couple of shots that he played in this game as well, but didn't get middle of the bat on that. The last ball even was not middled it well, but then did the trick.
Bit of a skip on the pads, that one, and a quick single brings Hussain Talat off strike. Slower delivery from Scott. What they need to do, New Zealand, is also just to pull up their socks a little bit, keep it tight. They've got another over to go. So about 8 deliveries to be bowled in this innings. 146 is the score. The last over is going to be very crucial. My guess is it's going to be the skipper, Corey Anderson, who will come in from the far end. And Scott will have to finish well here. Got 2 deliveries to go. Next one as well, a bit of a bump ball there. And a bit of a chase for the fielder, but that's going to be a boundary too. That's going to be yet another boundary. And the runs have come, and the 150 up for Pakistani.
Just on a correct time, 150 for Pakistan. There are one more over to go, 7 legal deliveries to go in this inning. They can, I think it's very easy for them. Things looks now from here. But remember, this pitch is flat. New Zealanders will come hard on them as well. So they need to use maximum of these overs, 165 at least.
Short ball cut away, but we'll find the fielder in the deep. Looking for the second Hussain Talat. Always a busy batsman. 1 to end the over. 19 gone. It's 151 for 5.
So the last over is about to be bowled, and will come to bowl.
Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah.
This is going to be his fourth and final over.
Lockie will have to handle the pressure here.
I think it's a decent total if we look at it from New Zealand's point of view. Short ball. Didn't get any wood on it. Amir? Ferguson will have to see. Will have to control these. He will have to realize not to give a lot of room to Amar Yamin. He's been going after the bowlers. He's been hitting the ball, striking the ball very, very well.
Yeah, hitting the ball very hard.
Short ball yet again, cuts it away, but we'll find the fielder at a backward point, and they will settle for a single.
That's Chavi for you.
And that's Abid for you. We're
Well,
enjoying ourselves in this beautiful weather, which is getting better here in Dubai.
yes, indeed, it's getting a little breezy.
And Lockie Ferguson taking a little bit of time, just making some adjustments in the field, ensuring doesn't give away too much. Hassan Talat, he's the man on strike, the left-hander. On the pads, but still will get the single. Singles are all right. We'll keep the pressure on Pakistan. They are looking for the big hits, as we can see. 3 more deliveries to go in this 20th over. Amar Yamin is on 13 of 7 deliveries, 3 boundaries for the young men. Hussain Talat, on the other hand, 36 of 28. Played yet another considerably important knock for his side after losing very quick wickets with 3 boundaries and a 6.
A very good containing over. This is the last over.
Using the wind here, Lockie Ferguson. He's getting the movement in the air. Two more deliveries to go.
Somehow they did not go the way they planned. The last over didn't come up because of a courtesy. Good bowling by Ferguson.
They would be looking at something closer to that, and well, yet another single. Dealing in singles only. Pakistan, eh? So the last delivery now for the innings to be bowled, and it will be Amar Yamin, the man on strike, and New Zealand will be looking to wrap this up at just that 155, which is on the board. And definitely, I think Pakistan have gone close to the total that they were looking for. Good delivery and the wide call by the umpire. Lockie Ferguson didn't want to end it that way. The wide delivery. So one more delivery to be bowled by Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, New Zealanders have worked in one place pretty well. I must say these extras been controlled so well. From the last game, if you see, I think this is the second extra that came in the game, or maybe third. But no extras at all. No wides, no bowls.
Very few. Very few. They've had a couple. Few. Swings. Wants to run. And yes, that's going to be also a wicket. A run out there. So Pakistan, they close their innings at 156 for 5. 20 overs gone. And when we come back, New Zealand comes back to chase 157 at 7.5 runs required and over. We are going on a short break. Stay in tune with us. Don't go anywhere. We will be back soon in about 10 minutes. Thank you.